It was very different in 1996 getting that tattoo. I come from Oklahoma where it was illegal. Damn near jail tattoos, if you just been honest.
My first tattoo, I want to say I was 17 or 18, and I kind of convinced my mom to let me get the tattoo by saying I was going to get her name and my dad's name and their birthday on my chest. So it's literally probably like both of them the names like right here, and then I got the Roman numerals of the dates. You know, it is permanent, I understand. So, but I actually got it with RJ. We went at the same time. He went first, I went second, and we kind of just like, let's just get something that we know is good, like we'll want forever, and they're working. So.
My first tattoo is of my mother. It's tattooed on my chest. I'll show you that in a second. But I wasn't mad when he got his first tattoo. I'm a real stickler for everything, so we had to do it at a certain time, certain age. I didn't play them games like that. You know, he talked us into it. Of course, he manipulated us and saying it's gonna be your name and your date of birth and mom's. I'm like, okay, how do you say no to that? You know what I'm saying as a parent. Even though I want to say no, but you don't say no to that.
I was super, super nervous to like, not show it off because I'm just like, man, like I finally got tattoos now, but the way my jersey's set up, you can kind of see like the edge of it. So that was kind of like dope. I'm like, all right, so when I'm hooping, like you can see a little bit of it. But anytime it was time to go swim or stuff like that, I was like, yeah, like I'm tatted now. Like that's kind of like the thing everybody want to show that first chest piece for sure. I always saw Kelly Oubre when he had tattoos, and like I would look at what tattoos he had, see like what kind of work on me, or like how I could like maybe make a little switch on it so I don't like completely copy him. So that was like my main like kind of like push, was like, let me just get some good ink that I know not everybody has, but I can still kind of make it in my own way, and it looks cool.
I come from the Allen Iverson age where everybody got tattoos. I didn't get a lot of tattoos. I got 3. But I understand why these young fellas get tattoos to express themselves. You know, like RJ, you'll probably see he has one of his mother on his hand. Jalen has me and his mother on his chest. I have my mother on my chest. I have my grandmother on my arm. And I got myself right here. Those are my only 3 tattoos. And I just didn't believe in getting inked up like that. But if you go get a tattoo, that's something that's gonna be permanent, just make sure that it's something that you can always don't have to regret or come back and say, man, what was that for? Because you know what it is.
I knew that if I was like eager to get tattoos when I was, you know, going through high school, that, like you said, anybody can just put some ink on you. But it's like, I knew that it's gonna come a time when I'm 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years old, and it's like, I don't want to ever think back like, dang, when I was 18, I got this tattoo and now it's on me forever. So I was like, let me just get tattoos that I know I'll forever want. I was kind of simple in the beginning, starting off with my parents' names and birthdays, put a cross in the middle of my chest, like things that I know, like, all right, like no matter what's going on in my life, I'll always be able to like relate to this. And kind of from there on, as I got older, I started, you know, branching out a little bit, got some, you know, cooler tattoos, you could say, but always kept it in line with what I wanted. I didn't want to be like, oh, he just tatted up everywhere. Like, you see the guys with neck tats, and there's no offense, like everybody has their own lane. I just, for my personal image and for who I am, I feel like my lane wasn't like just to have tattoos all over. And eventually I got the arm tat just because, you know, had some a family member in my life pass away, so I felt like it was time to finally put something on me that I could look at and see and be remembered, you know, by the good times. But yeah, just wanted to keep it all like, kind of when I'm hooping, oh, he may not have nothing but the chest piece, kind of, but you know, when I'm out and about, now you get to see the legs, now you get to see the other tattoos like this. Michael Myers was my first leg tat. I think he's like the best killer in the movie universe as far as how he does it, how long he's been going. Movie's been going on for, I want to say, close to 30, 40 years. Guy doesn't walk, all he does is walk around and just ends up killing the whole town. But kind of just like this adult movie to me. One of my favorite movies, one of my favorite characters in a movie. And I was like, I gotta get I said like when I was probably like a freshman in college, like Michael Myers gonna be my first leg tat. And the guy I went to, shout out to Alwin in Orlando. I think he did an amazing job on it. And then I kind of just, once I got this, I was like, all right, bro, we're gonna build a plan. And that's when I went to Nipsey. That was my second leg piece, and I'll probably say Nipsey's my favorite as far as all of my tattoos, just because of his message. After he passed, I kind of like dove in because I didn't know too much about him, and I was like, man, let me like find out about him. Once I heard his message and how he kind of like processed life, I love it. You know, like the marathon is like something I live by, and that was something I wanted a part of my tattoo work, and I had to get it done.
It was very different in 1996 getting that tattoo, where I come from Oklahoma where it was illegal. So I gotta find a backyard dude to do it, you know what I'm saying, something like that. I gotta find a homie in the corner who do tattoos, damn near jail tattoos, if you just being honest. But now that it's legal, you can, you know what I'm saying, go anywhere. It's cool now. The quality is very cool.
Yeah, I think once you get that one piece that means a lot, and like I said, I didn't really have any showing tattoos, but now that I got this, like I'm ready to dive in. I'm gonna, hopefully by the time the season starts, I can get the whole arm done. I wanna get something to remember, a couple more family members on the back of my arm, and just go from there. Being in the NBA locker room, you get to see everybody has like their own vibe, their own image of what tattoos mean to them. I think that's something that's special about tattoos, because you can pretty much create your own art. Being in Brooklyn, you get to see so many different personalities, so many different types of people. And it just gives you an opportunity to kind of showcase yourself and how you're living your own life. So I think it's a cool opportunity to be able to have so many different tattoos around in the locker room, get to feed off of guys who are into that tattoo world, and just kind of just pick their brain on what made them choose certain things. And that's what I feel like the opportunity New York gets. I feel like it's one of the most amazing cities, if not the most amazing city in the world, and just being able to see so many different things. I would definitely say RJ Hampton for sure has the worst pain tolerance. I've seen it in hand. Yes. I have a video of him actually getting a rib tattoo that's hilarious. Now I'm not the one to talk, because I have a little rib tattoo of my Wilson logo. And it was pretty painful. So I understand where the pain was coming from. It was just the way that it was brought about. My college teammate, Ochai, he sat through his whole rib and stomach and was like, bro, I didn't feel no pain at all. And I couldn't understand it all, because I've done half of my stomach, I've done a little bit of my ribs, and like, I hated it the whole time. I love it at the end, but he said he didn't feel anything. So that's probably one guy that I was actually surprised. Like, I don't understand how you can sit through something like that. Like 10 hours, I wanna say. I love tattoos always. And especially about the page, like the pages, I feel like it's a great way to like showcase different players and how their mind works as far as tattooing, because you know, you may look at basketball players and not think that we have an artsy side, or like we have a side that we can branch out, and you get to go to the NBA page and see how artistic guys are and how they really go into detail about what they put on their body. So I've been able to look and, you know, not necessarily copy anything. I don't feel like I've copied anything, but you see a guy get a tattoo, it may, you know, click a memory in your head like of another movie, of another character. If he got like Mike, or now I can go get this other, like, you see, you can just kind of piggyback and bounce off of different guys' tattoos. So that's what I've been able to do.
Yeah. Money spent on tattoos, where do you think you're at?
Boom. I'm definitely around, I'm not actually too high. I'm probably around like 7,000, 8,000, I want to say. I know some guys are like in the 20s, 30s. But I don't really mind. I feel like when it comes to something that's gonna be in my body forever, especially now that I have, you know, I'm blessed. God gave me the opportunity to be in the NBA. Now I can afford, you know, tattoos. I'm definitely gonna like take my time and make sure that I'm working with people that are good, and if they're pricey, I understand, you know, this is gonna be on my body for the rest of my life. So.